So, here we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Imola, here in the region of Emilia-Romagna in Italy, also still referred as the Grand Prix of San Marino. Near the city of Bologna and Mugello as well, so a pretty nice place to be. We're here in round 4, Division 4, and today we have a bit of another format because we are doing the sprint race format, so which means we are doing a 80-minute qualifying session, which is now underway. After that we do a 5-lap sprint race, which sets the grid for the 50% main race afterwards. So we are looking forward to big action around here, this track. And we're looking forward to a good show here. So let's jump aboard on Tragic Ghosty, who is the first one who tries to set a fast lap around here. It's a very fast circuit with quite difficult corners. Oh, he goes wide. All right, that won't be enough for a fast lap, but we'll stay with him to see the whole track as he goes on the grass here, trying to figure out the right racing line. Yes, who was that? Was it? No, it was little Mikey who spun here on an outlap. So you have to be really careful here, as I think Jordan went off as well here. So pretty much action already here, as no one set a time yet. Gunnar set the first time of the day with a 1:15.684, and Turtlehopper goes in front now. So I think most of the guys are on a hot lap right now, but pretty much time still. As I just got informed that we will have a wet sprint race, so that will spice things up, I guess. So much action still ahead of us today. As Waza sets the fastest time with a 1:15.450. Racing Ryan in the Ferrari is second right now, who is the championship leader. so he definitely tries to make the gap to the second and third place even further, which is Brandon is second in the championship and Askelas in the third place, but the same points, but already 15 points behind Racing Ryan. So this race is really important to keep or even close the gap to the leader here. As Double is on a flying lap right now. As I think the first laps will be completed now. Yeah, everyone goes to the pits right now. Probably getting some new tires, then heading out again. Oh, unfortunately, I just saw Bogarovsky already out of the session. But fortunately, it did set the time. This track was built already in from 1950 to 1953, so it's a pretty historic track, although the first official Grand Prix was in 1980. Oh, and Hayward puts it in the wall here, as he lost his front wing, but is able to continue, can come back to the pits, get a new front wing and try second attempt. As Milka doing a purple first sector here. Up at Acqua Minerali, and this chicane is really tricky because if you, yeah, and it is invalidated, that lap. This chicane is really tricky because if you go too far to the right, you jump over the curb and spin out, but if you don't go enough right, you jump on the left curb and spin out as well. So you really have to get that really tight and precisely. But we still have 8 minutes to go as Askelas put in the fastest lap for now with 1:15.4. Remember yesterday in Division 5, where I raced in, Gunnar put his car on pole position here with a, I think it was a 14.7 or 14.8. So he should be able to improve here still. As little Mikey goes first for now with a 1:15.2, so lap time's already improving pretty much, as Waza can improve as well with a 1:15.1. So the two Mercedes guys at P1 and P2. As Jordan couldn't set a lap. So Hayward got a new front wing and is now on an out lap. So let's see as he starts his flying lap right now. Trying to find the right racing line here. Full throttle throughout here this section. And a fast left-hander down to fourth gear. Heavy braking zone here, but then really quick on the throttle again. There's another fast left-hander down to fifth gear. And then you go into the infamous Acqua Minerali corner. So far this lap looked pretty okay, I guess. But let's see what the timing sheet is saying. Through the last corner. Hayward, what can he do? It's a 1:15.2, which puts him in P3. So a pretty good job after the struggles which he had at first place, but he kept it together now, as Milka unfortunately retired from this session without setting a lap time. As Askelos in the AlphaTauri trying to improve his lap. He is 1.5 tenths up already in sector 1. So this lap looks promising for him. This track, which is called Autodromo Enzo e Dino Ferrari, so it is the home of Ferrari, is really prone for track limits, so it is pretty hard to don't get any penalties for track limits in the race afterwards. We have a 32 lap race, so I'm pretty sure we will see quite some penalties as Askelos goes on P2 with 1:15.1. 2.5 minutes to go in this qualifying session. So everyone has to go out now and give it one more try here. Jordan preparing for his lap, heating up his tires here, and starting his probably last attempt. As Dopeyman sets the fastest time for now. Jordan already half a second up. So he definitely will battle for this pole position here. Time to beat is a 15.1. But this looks very good for Jordan here. He is doing, yeah, he puts his car on provisional pole. Just 10 thousandths of a second quicker than Dopeyman. Let's see. I guess Vaza can't improve his time here because he's on a... I think he's doing a second flying lap in a row with these same tires, but he improved in this sector, so let's see. As Askelos is out, possibly crashed here. Let's see, Vaza can do a 114.9 as little Mikey goes up with 114.931. Let's see if Brandon couldn't improve until now, which is quite surprising. Brandon was the champion of last year's season. Last season, so as Brandon can't improve. P13, that's not what he wished for. As Gunnar puts his Alfa Romeo up in P3. So, I think everyone is finished, yeah. So we have a Mercedes front row for the sprint race. Lil Mikey in P1, Vaza in P2. Gunnar in P3 with his Alfa Romeo. Jordan in P4. His teammate Racing Ryan, the championship leader, only in P10 here in the Ferrari. So quite surprising results, I have to say. Dopeyman in P5, Askelos in P6, Hayward P7, Hammers in P8, Gian Famous in P9. Tetlob in P11, Gontier P12, Brandon, as I said, P13, Bogorovsky P14, Jalapeno 15, Nelboy, Leif, Tragic, Double, And Milko in last place, unfortunately, couldn't set a time here. So, let's see. What the sprint race is in store for us. So, as I promised, we have a wet sprint race. No formation lap here, only 5 laps. And the result of this race will be the starting grid for the main race, which is 50% race distance as usual. So here we go. We have, unfortunately, I can't do anything here right now. No, I can't do. And it's starting. Little Mikey got away great here. As we have yellow flags, unfortunately, there some incident. Oh, the Alpines and Bogorovsky came together here. Ascuna! Oh, Little Mikey spun. Little Mikey threw it away. Ascuna taking on the lead. Waza in P3 now. Oh, unfortunately, I missed it. Jordan in P2, Waza in P3, Dopeyman in P4. Unfortunately, I missed this incident with Little Mikey. As Askelas spun as well. Oh my god. As I promised, we really have decent action around here. As Guna is running away with this. Wow. So we have Guna in the lead of the sprint race, Jordan in P2, Waza in P3, Dopeyman in P4, Hayward in P5, Chatlapa in P6, Brandon in P7, the 2 Red Bulls of Infamous and Gonti in P8 and 9, Milko with a great recovery from P20 to P10 here within a lap. Racing Ryan only in P11. As many guys are pitting here, as some came off, as I said, which shook up the order here. But yeah, I reckon it is really hard to drive in this rainy conditions here. So no blame on the drivers here. But Guna looking really confident. Didn't make any mistake around here. As Hayward, Waza, Chatlop and Brandon all trying to fight for a better starting grid place. Oh, someone's off, someone's off, Hayward is off, Hayward is off, he spun it. So he's out of this starting grid fight. But can keep it on track and can continue in P9. So not everything lost here. As we go on the penultimate lap here. Yes, still Gunnar in the lead, already a 4-second gap to Jordan. And Dopeyman really under pressure from Wazza here. But also Turtle Hopper, Brandon and Infamous putting the pressure on. Great camera angle here as they go up Aqua Minerali. As we have someone off here. Yeah, it's Jalapeno off. Ooh, and he's sliding his way, drifting his way onto this start-finish straight. Gunnar going on the last lap here. As I said, looking really confident. As Tragic is off as well, his teammate here. So they are pretty much the opposite side here, with Gunnar leading and Tragic Ghosty already over a minute behind him as he spun it again here. And that's a very bad place to be. But he can... What is he doing? Don't come back on the track now. That's not good. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing right now. He should, yeah, he's doing the right thing, I guess. So, sorry, back here. As they are fighting for this last place. Things are getting rough here. Yeah, as I said, Gunnar wins the sprint race, is in pole position for the race. Afterwards, Jordan goes on P2 as Leif is retiring. Dopeyman is in P3, Wazza in P4, Brandon P5, Chattelhopper P6, Gontier in P7, Infamous will start in P8, Hayward in P9, Racing Ryan has a penalty, so Bogorovsky in P10, Racing Ryan in P11, Double P12, Milko in P13, Little Mikey will get the 14th grid spot here. As Nellboy in P15, Askelos unfortunately only P16 here. Oh, as Hammer's going in the gravel. Hammer's in P17. Jalapeno will be in P18. Tragic, I guess, will be in P20, and Leif, no, will be in P19, I guess, and Leif will be in P20. So that rounds up this sprint race. As I said, the result of this race is setting the starting grid for the race afterwards. So let's see, just one moment as we go through the grid just quickly. So starting on pole position, Guna, who was on the podium yesterday in Division 5. Beside him on the first row is Jordan, followed by Dopeyman, Waza, Brandon, Turtler, Bargontian, Famous, Hayward, Bogarovsky, Racing Ryan, Double, Milko, Lil Mikey, Nellboy, Askilos, Hammers, Jalapeno, Leif, and Tragic Ghosty starting on the last place. So, as we have to set the grid manually, I will take a short break and we will be right back with the main race, which we are really looking forward to. So we are back, everything is set for the main race, which we are really looking forward to. Here in the Grand Prix of Imola, here in Emilia-Romagna. As I said, 32 laps around here. High chance of a safety car because not only in the wet conditions as we saw before in the sprint race, but also in dry conditions, it is really hard to not get involved in any... Oh, and we have rain. We have rain again. This spices things up. This will get really intense here. This is gonna be really interesting. It's a full wet race, so more rain than in the sprint race. Everyone has the full wet instead of the intermediates on, so this is gonna be intense. But I put my money on Gunnar. I tell you guys, he's so consistent in the wet conditions, which we saw in the sprint race. Of course, it is now a bit more difficult, but it didn't seem he struggled in any way in the sprint race. So Gunnar is starting from pole position in the Alfa Romeo, in the Ferrari. Besides him is Jordan, Dopeyman in P3, in the McLaren, was in P4. In the Mercedes, unfortunately, his teammate only in P14. Little Mikey. Brandon in P5, Chatlop in P6. The two Red Bulls, P7 and 8 of Gontier and Infamous. The two Aston Martins with Hayward and Bogorovsky in P9 and 10. Championship leader Racing Ryan only in P11. Double Milko, Lil Mikey, Nellboy, Askelos only P16. Hammers, Jalapeno, Leif and Tragic Ghosty rounding up this pack. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what the guys can do around a fully wet track. And we have lights out and away we go. Guna getting away good, but Jordan as well. As we see around the first turn, everything seems... No, unfortunately, there's some incidents, I think. As the two Haas guys of Double and Turtle Up are all spun it, unfortunately. Guna still kept it in P1, Jordan in P2, Dopeyman in P3. Yeah, you can see how slippery the track is. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one, oh my god. What happened here? That was a big one. Someone came off, unfortunately I couldn't see who it was, and put I think 2 or 3 other cars with him. But we don't have a safety car now, which is quite surprising, as Hayward, yeah, I think it was Hayward who spun and put Racing Ryan and Tragic with him, I guess, as they all jumped into the pits for repairs. Milko going off the track a bit into the gravel, but could find the way back here. Yeah, the first time penalty is already here. As we have yellow as hammers. Ooh. Driving backwards into the wall here. But is able to continue, fortunately for him. Waza is into the pits as well. So he has to have damage as well, I guess. Guna looking really confident again around here. Jordan, the two McLarens doing a pretty good job as well, with Dopeyman and Brandon behind him. Followed by the two Red Bulls of Gontier and Infamous. Leif is in P7. I think he started from P20. Am I right? No, P19. Yeah. Really good job from him. As I think Tragic spun again. Yeah. Back on track. Guna already over 2 seconds up on Jordan, putting in the fastest lap time. He is flying. So the first 3 runners didn't change in comparison to the starting grid. But of course with the incident of Waza everyone behind is at least one position up. So Brandon is gained this position from him. But Leif did a really good job coming from P19 to P7 within 3 laps. As the time penalty is coming in quite rapid here. Nellboy here in P8 fighting against Askelas, who is trying to recover and gaining some positions here, as he is still in the fight for the championship as well. Of course, it's only round 4 of 12 rounds this season. Oh, Nellboy having a little moment, but kept it on track. Good job by him. Jalapeno in P10 also gained 8 positions here. Bogarovsky still in P11 here, doing a good job as well. Unfortunately, the loser, or the 3 losers of this first couple of laps are racing Ryan, Waza and Hayward, which all lost out, unfortunately. Look at Gunnar, 3.5 seconds up on Jordan already. So I think things have settled down a bit, although Nellboy is trying to close the gap and Leif for this P7 here, as Askelas is really close behind as well. Let's jump on board. So you really can see how much it rains here, as Askelas will go past Nellboy easy here, yeah, with the usage of ERS. So Askelas really looking confident here as well in the rain. No pun intended, but we still don't have any DNFs here, as Askelas goes past Leif after Leif did a small mistake here, having a little moment, struggling a bit with the traction and the grip. But yes, 7 laps, and we don't have any DNFs, so really good job by all of the drivers here, keeping the car on track, not crashing out. And I think everyone agrees with me that this is by far the hardest condition to drive a Formula 1 car. Of course, as fast as possible. But this is really good stuff. I think Jordan struggled a bit here. As Brandon going past, I think Waza, who is getting lapped already, unfortunately, in lap 7. As we have another yellow flag caused by Tragic Ghosty, I think it was. But he keeps it going. As Brandon is really close behind his teammate Dopeyman here. I wonder if there will be any team orders. Having a little look inside. I wonder if they keep fighting here, as they are both in a really good position, so no need for any unnecessary incidents here. As we have another yellow and a full course safety car. What happened? Askelos got a 5-second penalty, so it has something to do with him probably. Unfortunately, I couldn't see anything. But he had a collision with Waza, who is a back marker. He's on intermediates here, which is, I think, a pretty bad decision, but he still stays on. Because, I mean, the track looks very wet, so I guess full wets are still okay. But Guna going on intermediates as well, and I trust Guna, so it's a red choice. I guess. That's gonna be really interesting now, because the first 3 runners all stayed out and are still on the full wets. Everyone behind them, I think, although Bogarowski was staying out as well, but Guna and Jordan are on intermediates. Bogarowski on wets. I can put the tires here as well, then we see everything. Which is a bit easier. So, as I said, first 3 runners on wets, then we have Guna and Jordan on intermediates, Bogarowski, Turtlehopper and Milko on wets, Dopeyman and Gontier on intermediates. So it's gonna be really interesting, because the problem is Dopeyman and Gontier as well lost some position under the safety car because they pitted. Probably are on the quicker tire, but I don't know exactly. As I said, from the visuals only, it looks like this is still a full wet race, as someone is going into the pits, probably a back marker. Yeah, Waza got into the pits. But these wet runners definitely will defend their position from the intermediate runners, so they will lose out some time. And yeah, we will see how the weather changes. That's gonna be... Yes, little Mikey's out. Did I miss that before? No. I see him on the track map. As Hayward is going really slow here. I don't know what happened to little Mikey here. As we have... Oh! Jalapeno spun under the safety car. Which did cost him a place, because when you spin it, other cars are allowed to overtake you under the safety car. Tragic, unfortunately, can't get back in time, I think. I think the safety car still stays out for another lap. Yeah, the lights are still on the safety car. Waza unfortunately can't unlap himself, which is really, as Tragic Ghosty has left the session. Little Mikey has left, yeah, Little Mikey DNF'd, but Tragic Ghosty is still in this race, but left the session here. As I got the information from BV Baldi, Little Mikey got DNF'd by speeding under the safety car. Okay, but I wonder if Tragic is still in this race, because I saw the information that he left the session. But okay, yeah, everyone closed up to the pack, but Hayward, Tragic, and yeah, Waza is in the middle of the pack, but is a lap down, so that's really unfortunate for him now, as the game doesn't have the mechanics to unlap or let cars unlap, as we got the information that the safety car will be in this lap. Hayward, unfortunately, it won't be enough, I guess. A Slave gets a penalty under the safety car. So let's see, it's gonna be really interesting how the wet runners will get this restart going in comparison with all the intermediate runners here. So let's see, let's jump on board on Guna as he gets away. Brandon is getting it underway in P1. Askelos trying to overtake him, no, not enough. Guna staying quite patiently behind Nailboy. So now we really will see how the wet tires are in comparison to the intermediates, as Bogorovsky lost the place to Turtle Hopper here. Going a bit wide but staying on track. Milko having a look inside. As he is drifting at this corner. Oh. Yeah, alright. Kept it together. I'm afraid, but I think the intermediates don't work as these runners want it to be. As Turtle overtaking Jordan. He's sliding so much, I think. Dopey Man in P10. No, I don't think the intermediates are the right choice for now. But let's see, maybe the conditions improve and they are the lucky winners after that. I think it is raining less now, but you can see the track, it is really wet still. Let's look at the front as Brandon leading this race now. And also bear in mind, they have penalties as well. Askelos in P2, Nelboy in P3 as he's looking to close the gap to Askelos here. But I think Guna is coming back right now. So probably his tires are starting to work now as he goes in P3. Putting in a purple sector, I think I just saw. So probably it was the right choice after all. Yeah, I think he's quicker. Yeah, he is quicker right now. As Brandon and Askelos goes into the pits for these intermediates. Guna, you did everything right. As I said before, I trust Guna. He is doing the right things. So pretty much every wet runner, besides Milko, Racing Ryan, Infamous and Double, are coming into the pits for this intermediate. The problem is, it is too late for that. They should have pitted right under the safety car before. But yeah, you never know. But Guna definitely made the right choice here. Ooh, as Milko is off the track. Yeah, you can see the wet tires don't work anymore. This full wet, you don't have any grip as he is touching Leif, pushing him through the corner as he don't have grip at all. Oh, be careful here. Whew. As Hammers is, yeah, Racing Ryan is still on the wets. Dives into the pits now for this intermediate. As I said, too late. But let's see. We are still only halfway in this race, so everything can happen still. So now everyone on the intermediates, but only Infamous still out, and he goes into the pits as well for these intermediates, yeah. So he's the last one changing the tire compound here. Look at Guna. Over 5.5 seconds already away to Jordan, from Jordan. Here's another big gap between Jordan and Dopiman, over 6 seconds here. But Gonti is putting pressure on Dopiman for this podium position. But he has a penalty, I'm afraid. Where do I have these? Yeah, here. So we have 3 seconds for Gonti and Leif as well. Brandon has a 3-second time penalty. Nelboy as well. Calabeno already having 9 seconds here. So let's see the fight for P4. Gontier trying to attack Dopeyman here. Unfortunately, I didn't see the weather forecast, so I can't tell you guys if the weather is drying up or the track is drying up later on this race. So maybe we can see another change of compounds, tire compounds here. Let's see as Dopeyman and Gontier go on the start-finish straight. Gontier having pretty much momentum, as we have a Mercedes. Yeah, was unfortunately spun, I think, as Gontier got through Dopeyman quite easily. Looking good here. But of course, Dopeyman only has to stay within 3 seconds of Gontier because of the time penalty he got. So he will have that in mind as well. Let's see, Turtlehopper, Nellboy and Brandon fighting for P8 here. But really impressive race by these guys. 18 laps, only 1 DNF, and that was because of speeding under the safety car. Everyone else kept it together. Kept it on the track, more or less, but still didn't DNF, so really good job as Turtlehopper flying by Nellboy here. Yeah, pretty good job here from Turtlehopper in the Haas. As Racing Ryan trying to make up some places, the championship leader only in P13. Really surprise for all, I think. And Askelad's championship, P3 in the championship, only in P11. Let's see what Gunnar is doing. Yeah. Still driving without mistakes. Looking really confident. 7 seconds up the road. So hats off to Gunnar. Really good job. Hammers is trying to close down the gap to Leif here. Fight. Oh, he's on the gravel track for a bit, but came back pretty quickly as well. As he is trying to fight for P5 here. Nellboy really close behind Turtlehopper here. As Jalapeno having 12 seconds of penalties already. some guys off here. I have no idea who that was, as I can't find them. I think it was Harlem. Oh, crossing the track here pretty dangerously. I don't know what happened here exactly. Yeah, Tragic's car definitely is driven by an AI. As Jalapeno is out! What happened here? On the left hand side, he spun it here! As we have another safety car! Ah, that's really bad news for Gunnar, as he already had a gap to Jordan of 10 seconds. So unfortunately Jalapeno is out as well. So we have, let's run through the order here. Gunnar still in first place. It would have been a really easy job for him without this safety car. But he has to fight now again against Jordan, who sits in P2 here, Gonti in P3, with Leif here in P4. Dopey Man in P5, who can close the gap now. Ooh, he's on softs. Is it dry enough already? Ooh. Many people got on softs as he... I don't know what happened here. Waza is overtaking Dopey Man, but he's not allowed for that, to do that. Let's see if Gunnar goes into the pits. Yeah, he does. He does. He had to. Jordan as well, Gonti as well, Leif as well. So it is finally time for dry tires. So, which means usually there shouldn't be much position changes, I guess. Yeah. Gunnar still in the lead, Jordan in P2, Gonti in P3, Leif in P4, Dopey Man in P5, Hayward in P6. Racing Ryan is pitting as Brandon goes up in P7, Chattel up in P8, P9, Askelos, Snellboy. Racing Ryan will be in P11, Hammers in P12. Bogorovsky is coming here and taking P12, I guess. Yeah. So Hammers and Milko rejoining the track behind Bogorovsky after pitting. Infamous will come in now. Is he already a lap down? No, he isn't. But 1 minute to... Why isn't he pitting? I don't get that. Double in P16 was in P17. So we have a after the safety car comes in, I think next lap we will have... What is happening here? Did Waza overtake the safety car? Then he will be disqualified. I don't know what's happening here. Yeah, we will have a 9-lap sprint race with soft tires, where everything can happen again. Really had shown some brother love, because he just said in the YouTube comments that Gunnar won't be in the top 3 anymore because it is dry now. That's real brother love, I guess. So we have the confirmation from race control, the safety car will be in this lap. So let's see if Gunnar perform with the same pace as he did with wet and intermediate tires. As we jump on board with him now. As he goes full throttle now, really good restart from Gunnar here. As Gontier leaving, Topiman fighting here for P3. Everything clean around here, I think. Chadlapa going past Brandon here. Gunnar did a really good job on this restart. As Topiman got through Gontier, who is having problems here. As Nellboy get a time penalty. Hayward goes past Leif here, sticks it through. Oh, that's really hard, close fighting. As Brandon having problems here. What happened to Brandon? I think he has some front wing damage, I guess. Yeah, Gontier is in the pits. Oh god, he was in P3. As Brandon is also in the pits, having front wing damage. That's really unfortunate for these two. Especially for Gontier, as he did such a good job in this race until now. Having just this small incident right now and throwing away the whole race. So we have now still Gunnar still doing a really good job, looking confident as every time we jump on board with him. Jordan in P2, Topiman in P3, Hayward in P4, Leif in P5, Chadlap in P6, Askelas in P7, Racing Ryan now in P8, as DRS is enabled right now. So we will see some overtakes as well. As Hammer's going past Nellboy here. Yeah, good job, nice and clean by Hammers. Let's look at the penalties here as well. Yeah, Gunnar just has to bring it home. Nice and clean, as we have yellow flags. What happened? Turtle Upper, Spun It and Aqua Minerale here. Oh, it's a pity. He was doing a good job. Now throwing everything away. Bogorovsky is in for some points today because Milka and Nellboy having both 9 seconds of time penalties. But let's see, as Hayward is trying to get past Dopey Man here. No, can't do it right now. Jordan is losing out some time, I think, because Dopey Man closed the gap on him, so that's a legit fight for P2 here. Ganche doing the fastest lap of the race right now with brand new tires, I guess, after pitting. That's a really close fight now. From P3 until P10, everyone is really close together here. As Dopey Man now going past Jordan on the right hand side. Nice and clean. Really good job from him. Jordan is struggling here, I think. He lost out some time to Dopey Man and Hayward. Don't know what's wrong here. Struggling for grip. As Hayward is really close behind him now as well. Gunnar still looking sharp at the front. Ooh, Jordan having a little moment as Hayward is right behind. Is he trying to overtake now? No. But of course Jordan has DRS available, of course, from Dopey Man, so will it be enough? I think, yeah, Jordan is recharging his battery here. So Hayward is going past Jordan and he's, no! Not over the curb, I think they touched. Ooh, that got a bit too close now. As Milka DNF'd. Oh, that's unfortunately. He would have made some point, as we have a safety car in the 29th lap, which means usually we only have one racing lap to go after that. And Gunnar again leading already 4 to 5 seconds, has to prove himself again here. I don't know what happened to Milka, unfortunately. Don't see him anymore on the track map here. I don't know. But Milka was in for some points as well, I think, because I think he didn't have any penalties. Ooh, as the safety car. A bit dangerous here. Bernd Mailänder couldn't decide if he goes to the right or not. So I think we didn't have a safety car for the first 18 laps, and now we had 3 in the last 10 laps or so. So maybe I jinxed it before, when I said everything looking nice and clean. But of course, incidents can happen. I'm wondering if the safety car will come in this lap or next lap. It is in this lap, so we have 2 racing laps left. So Gunnar preparing his tires for the last time here. Dopeyman is in P2, looking to steal the win from Gunnar here. Hayward in P3, Jordan in P4. Let's see how. And Gunnar already doing the restart here. Everyone getting quite a good restart. As Jordan is staying behind on P4 right now. Jordan is struggling here. Gunnar doing again a really good job. Scontier, I think, has spun it now. Yeah, Gontier is out now. But I will stay here because that's are the final moments of this race. Gunnar doing a good job, Dopeyman still behind. Let's see Hayward having a little look on Dopeyman here, maybe trying to get the P2 in this final lap. Jordan is in P5 now, but Racing Ryan has a 3-second time penalty. So only has to stay within this 3 seconds. Oh, and Hayward got a 3-second time penalty as well. That's really unfortunate. So Jordan and Askelas have a chance for this podium still. Jordan has it if Askelas can't overtake him here. Let's see, final corner here as Gunnar. Congratulations, man. Really earning this victory. Dopeyman in P2, Jordan in P3, Askelas in P4, Hayward in P5, Racing Ryan P6, Leif in P7, Chad Lapa in P8, Brandon in P9. What a race, that was amazing. Driver of the day, Askelas. Here we go. Gunnar, you earned it. Did an amazing job in the sprint race. Left everyone behind. Did an amazing stint with the wet tires, an amazing stint with the intermediate tires. Making the right choices at the right time. So he really earned this victory today. Amazing race, as it is raining again in Imola all of a sudden. Alright, so we stopped, I think, with Brandon. Yeah, Hamas clinching this P10, so a point for him. Bogorovsky unfortunately missing out here. Nelbar in P12, Infamous P13, 14 Waza, double in P15, and unfortunately DNFing Gontier, Milko, Tragic, Jalapeno and Lil Mikey. So that was really an action-packed race, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you very much for joining in. We will see you next week where we drive around Le Castellet in France. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night, take care and bye bye.